I'm a medical student, but I hate studying. I like learning, but I hate studying. At least studying for exams, it's so annoying. It's so boring. Like forgetting is so annoying. That's like the most. That's the main thing. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm a third year now, and it's exam season, so I'm in that mode where I'm really reviewing the stuff that I already learned and just finishing up on the tests, getting ready for the exams. And I'm just like, bruh, so much, especially pharmacology. It's like, oh my gosh, studying is so annoying. I like learning. I'm like, okay, now I know the drug, but then the next day I forget. Yeah, I mean, the best way to remember is to practice, which is pretty boring. There's different ways to practice. Like you could it to yourself, or you could do flashcards, or you could read it to somebody, explain it to somebody. But it's like, I mean, it can be kind of interesting if you do it on, but like it's better if they're on the same level, and that's too much effort. That's too much planning. That's too much. It's inefficient, especially for exams. Only for like final, like last day, even last day, do you want to be talking to people? Do you want to be reviewing? Exactly. But I mean, how do I get around that? I do it anyway because that's what I need to do. It doesn't matter how I feel, I just do it. Even if it is like not the best time and it's not the most optimal amount of time I actually spend on it. I definitely spend a good chunk of time just not doing it, about thinking about doing it and not liking to do it, which I should do less of, which I am working on doing less of, which I am doing less of. Yeah. But at the end of the day, yeah, I don't like studying. Yeah, I hate studying and reviewing, but it's always worth it at the end of the day. Like once I see the thing outside of the test material or the test situations or classroom or just like me studying, when I see my voice just cracked. Anyway, when I see the test outside of those situations, anyway, once I see the test outside of those situations, it's nice that I have it locked to my memory so I can refer to it later. It's always worth it when you actually study. I understand it's like there's always two sides of the same coin. It's like it's annoying to do, but the worth. It's always worth it, right? It's always worth it. The hard stuff that you do that you don't want to do, you know, kind of like do what you do the hard things, especially when you don't feel like it. But then when you do the things that feel good straight away, and it just helps you get over the moment. Later on, you have some debt basically. You have some learning debt. You have some time wasted. I mean, life debt, really. Like, you don't get those seconds back, right? So it's always worth it to do the things you don't want to do because uh, it's always worth it to do the things you don't want to do because it's usually worth it because there's a reason that you want to do it, but you don't want to do it. Like, there's a reason that it's an item on your list to do because you know it's worth it. Like, there's a reason that it's there. And then once you actually go for it, ASAP. If you do it fast and you do it immediately, you get more feedback on what you want to change, or maybe you want to, I don't know, you want to choose another option, or you want to learn it a different way, things like that. Like the earlier you start, the earlier you finish, which is interesting. Yeah. And you might finish earlier than you think, or it might take longer than you think. But either way, you're working on it and you're getting through it because that's the thing that you still need to do anyway. So at least you're moving towards it. And also, you don't have to finish everything in one. You don't have to do like one whole chapter in one sitting. You can stop halfway and come back. In fact, that might give you more motivation to actually just study more or like come back to your studying because it's like there's some anxiety. It's almost like a cliffhanger in a way, which is actually true. Me personally, I don't like studying half habitually because it feels like I won't get the whole concept. But coming back to it's actually not bad. And like using like, let's say I only have 30 minutes, I can get through half a chapter and I'll come back when I have another 30 minutes instead of waiting till I have a whole hour or like 10, 10, 10. Like I shouldn't be scared of that. because it just feels like if I don't do the whole chunk, I didn't do anything, which is untrue. But when I don't say it out loud, it doesn't sound, it just feels wrong or something like that. It feels weird. It feels weird. Yeah. So yeah, it's always worth it to study. And it's always worth it to do the hard things that you don't want to do ASAP. For sure. Like, yeah.